36 feet per second up. 5 foot of pitch over. Very smooth. Balance couple off. Very quiet ride. There's that one crater on there.
Thousand feet high, 80 feet per second vertical rise. Height now approaching 32,000 feet.
Eagle Houston, 4 minutes. You're going right down the track. Everything's great.
From data sent back by Ranger, Surveyor, and Lunar Orbiter, NASA selected the first sites for lunar landing. How will it feel to run on the surface of the moon, where the pull of gravity is only 1/6 that of Earth? The National Aeronautics and Space Administration is seeking answers to this question on the moon has a decided advantage.
Shows the Apollo 11 mission highlights. After computers plot the trajectory necessary to intercept the moon, the third stage engine is restarted and the astronauts begin their 3-day journey. The command and service modules separate. And meet and attach themselves to the lunar module. Continuing on, the spacecraft's speed increases as a result of the pulling influence of the moon's gravity. If all is going well, the service module engine will be fired, slowing them enough to go into lunar orbit. It is at this point that Armstrong and Aldrin crawl through the connecting tunnel into the lunar module. After aligning their guidance and navigation systems, the lunar module's engine is fired as a braking maneuver and to regulate their descent. The command pilot will look for the smoothest area to land on. And finally, touch down. Before doing anything else, the two men will prepare to launch themselves back into lunar orbit. Then astronaut Neil Armstrong will descend the last few feet by ladder to the moon's surface. Approximately 30 minutes later, he will be joined by Aldrin and the two will explore, sample, and set their experiments. About 22 hours after landing, they will launch themselves off the moon. Rejoin Collins in the command module and prepare for the journey back to Earth and a Pacific recovery.
Buzz, this is Houston, F2, 1/160th second for shadow photography on the sequence camera.
Okay. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The LEM footbeds are only depressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine. I'm going to step off the LEM now. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And about 2 or 3 or maybe 4 easy paces can bring you to a fairly smooth stop. Direction. Like a football player, you just have to put out to the side and cut a little bit. I hope you're watching how hard I have to hit this into the ground to the tune of about 5 inches, Houston. Got that over with you, Neil? No, that close-up camera's underneath the mesa. I'll have to pick it up with the phone. Now start arching your back. That's good. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. All right, arch your back a little. Your head's up against it. Now, soft, roll right just a little bit. Okay, down. And in good shape. Thank you. I'm bumping now. Now you're clear. You're rubbing up against me a little bit. Okay. Turn right. That's right. Turn left. Move your foot and I'll get the hatch.
Roger, Aquarius, and you go for the burn. Okay, Aquarius, you're looking good.
Okay, you're looking at 1685 now, Jack.
Okay, you're going to residuals, proceed.
Okay, when you say go on residuals, you mean don't trim them, is that right?
That's affirmative, no trim required.
Okay, Houston, burn's complete. Now we have to talk about power down and what do you want us to do with the paint?
Roger, we're looking at that right now, and you'll be the first one to get to work. not quite tight.
The sequence camera, not the still. The 16 millimeter.
Oh, yeah. I stand corrected.
But the still cameras are going to get a workout.
Yeah, how many frames does this make, you know, per second?
No, I don't remember exactly how many. It's like the stop frame photography that we... Like the word fantastic has been sort of degraded.
Yeah.
Stafford used it so much, and that's what he meant.
Buzz, we see you putting your window guard in place there, and back up to the ISA now.
The little bar that he just put across the window is,
He shot back through the hatch again. There are two hatches on the LEM. This one, of course, leads from the LEM to the command module. And then there's another hatch which is in front of them and below them as they look forward out the LEM windows. And that is the hatch which leads to the ladder and down to the moon when they get there.
Back all home, wait, Charlie, to get back in the LEM again. Back.
now I'm going to try again and see if I can make out what I'm seeing. I haven't been able to do so far.
That's the Earth, and we have a very...
Can you tell us, it appears to us that there are two distinct cloud formations trending east-west, one approximately about along the equator and one around 30 or so south latitude. Could you tell us exactly where those cross the land masses are?
Yes, they cross just... It's getting a lot better now, 11. Mike, you coming in 5 by, I got a good... Well, I put on a good time. I know about this ahead of time. Is Buzz holding your cue cards for you, over? Looks like Neil is coming in 5 by there. 11, Mike, see you in the background. The definition is really outstanding. The colors are good. It's a real good picture we're getting here. All right, the copy, and we see the disky flashing with a 651. In fact, we can read registers 1 and 2 quite clearly. Aerial high gain angle telling us which way the Earth is. Copy. That's a beautiful picture. Clarity is outstanding.
Ship time, 12:51 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time.
Chiefs, and two veterans of this business, Chiefs Norval Wood and Stanley Robnett. Robnett also worked the Apollo 8 recovery.
We still haven't had word as to the two command modules, models of the command modules, their biological isolation garments. But if they come closer, we'll be able to tell which is which, because the name of each one should be, as I've seen, will be dropped to actually bring the astronauts out of the command module. There are two, one in swim 1 and one in swim 2. We have word now that we are 11.5 miles to the...
Spacecraft is alongside the Hornet now. Lines have been thrown to it, shot to it actually, and then pulled in. Lieutenant Heidelberg is the one not in the frogman suit, in the rubber raft, and the other 3 frogmen are on the sides of the spacecraft and standing on the flotation collar.
Told that the reason they use nylon instead of wire is for safety's sake mainly, and it'll stretch. Yeah.
Lapped up while it was out there floating around.
A little greenish slime that you've been talking about.
The spacecraft will be put on a dolly and rolled up beside the MQF as soon as they get that orange flotation ring off. And that plastic tunnel will be, there goes the flotation ring, and then put in a decontamination chamber, which is like a tank that's flooded with the Clorox-like material, the sodium hypochlorite. Left in there 20 minutes to kill any germs that may be clinging to those suitcases. Or
You know, Ron, we'll be able to see the figure of